All right, thank you, Mark. Oh, for the second time this year and the first time for real, John Gibson here celebrating a Falcon victory. John, you were there on the call. What was it like to finally get a win over at FBS school?
I think it was great for the young men. I mean, they showed a lot of resilience. They had every reason to lay down. It was snow flurries coming in. It was not a pleasant day by any stretch of the imagination. But they stepped out and did what they had to do to get a W. And I thought, it was a great game plan. It was executed well. This was the Bowling Green team that we expected to see earlier in the year. We saw it Saturday.
Yeah, and they were down. I mean, it wasn't easy. They were down 13-0, and you would think a team that would give in. Given the way the seasons go on, is that something you credit Pelini for?
I think so. I mean, I think that says a lot about what they think about him or how he's gotten them prepared. But it also says a lot about the young men. It says a lot about how they view football, how important it is to them to just win, for the guys that are in the locker room. They have no control over what's going on upstairs, but they can control what's going on the field, and Saturday they did a great job of it.
Yeah, and obviously, there was a couple of wins that they've had, or a couple of chances they've had to win, and they get it here. Buffalo's going to be a different thing. We'll hold off on Buffalo for a second. But what I'd like to do is let's stir the pot a little bit here, JG. Let's stir the pot now. So Carl Pelini is quite obviously a candidate for the head job as far as full-time is concerned, / that interim title. Let's stir the pot. Names, I'm not saying you know this off the top of your head, but just names that come off the top of the dome that could be in the running for that job. I'm going to say first and foremost, I'm going to stay local. I'm going to say Toledo area. I'm going to say Mike Ward, now an assistant coach at the University of Toledo, longtime assistant at Bowling Green State University. Your thoughts on Coach Ward?
I love Coach Ward. I mean, he was a assistant coach. He was a strength and conditioning coach during the beginning of my tenure at BG. His wife was pregnant with his oldest daughter on my recruiting visit. So I know him. I know his family very well. Love him, would love to see him. And I know that there's some alumni who have Mike Ward on their wish list. Bob Moosberger has an amazing poker face. Nobody knows anything. We don't even have speculation. We don't have rumors, but we have his wish list. I think Mike Ward is on some wish list along with Greg Strudrawa.
Okay, and then you go to the next name, Greg Strudrawa, former BCSN Falcon assistant coach, now at Ohio State, the Ohio State University under Urban Meyer. How good a fit would Greg Strudrawa be? Never been a head coach before, too, in college football.
I mean, he's been a coordinator at LSU.
Yeah, national
champion. He's been at Ohio State. Yep. Greg Strudrawa will be an excellent choice. I mean, he would be an excellent choice. Again, wish list. I think he has face recognition with this group of young people, especially the kids from Ohio. They see him on those Ohio State sidelines all the time. I think that he energizes the alumni base. I think he energizes the former players. I think people start giving money. The pocket's open if Greg Strudrawa was the head coach. I think the problem becomes, and this is the one thing I'm hearing, again, of course, speculation and rumor, nothing concrete, is does Greg Strudrawa want to be a head coach? After so long being a head coach, and I know Coach Stud personally. He has the personality I think could do it, but the problem is, does he want to?
Yeah.
And Coach Stud is going to do what he wants to do. And $500,000 as an assistant coach is not a bad gig.
Oh, yeah. And he's been in the game a long time. Like you said, got the national championship. I got a chance to talk to him when he was with LSU, and they beat Ohio State down in New Orleans for the national title. Sorry, Buckeye fans. So those are two. Here's another name to throw into it. Another former Bowling Green State University assistant with University of Toledo ties, Matt Campbell. Huh? What? No. He's rumored for everything else out there, isn't he? Why not Bowling Green again?
Matt Campbell has literally, his rise to prominence as a head coach has been meteoric. I've heard him for Cleveland Browns job. I've heard him for Ohio State. Every job there is available, Matt Campbell is a candidate for, and that's just a testament. He was another one of those guys, much like Urban. When Matt Campbell came to Bowling Green as a graduate assistant, you knew that he was going to be a successful coach. He just has that focus, that drive. He reminds me a lot of DJ Durkin.
Oh, well, obviously a lot. Now, see, DJ Durkin would be another name you could throw in there, but obviously the situation surrounding him at Maryland probably changes that for right now. But those are some names that just stir in the pot. Just stir in the pot. All right, I've been putting it off as long as possible, John. Buffalo this week.
No, Akron this week.
Oh, Akron this week. Sorry.
Akron this week.
Let's try that again. 3, 2, 1. Okay. I've been putting this off as long as possible, John. Akron this week.
I get to go home to see my mom.
Yeah.
That's always a big thing. No, I really think that this Bowling Green team has a chance to go out, have a 2-game winning streak. They have an opportunity to really cement something strong. It'll look good as a feather in Coach Pelini's cap. I think it'll look good. It'll feel good for the players. This is another very winnable football game for them that they just got to go out there and really get it done. The team, they threw caution to the wind this week. I mean, there were fake punts, fake field goals, reverses. They pulled everything, throw it all to the wind and see what happens. They can go out and get another victory here.
Okay, well, all right. And then who's up after that?
Then it's Buffalo. Then it's Buffalo, and we can.
But
let's
we'll
get
talk about
to
that
this.
next week.
Yeah.
Well, let's celebrate this week. Let's celebrate this week, and maybe we'll be celebrating after an Akron win. John Gibson, BCSN analyst and part of the voice of Falcon football on the Falcon Radio Network.